What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we're going to be talking about the token market cards that you need to buy in NBA 2k23 MyTEAM. So first of all, if you again are going for the trophy case rewards, you're going to need to complete all of these. You're going for Larry, you're going to need to complete every team. You're going to need to get all of these anyway. But we're going to be just talking about purely the ones that are really, really good in-game. So you're seeing right here, I got 16 tokens. I'm going to be looking to complete the Bulls trophy case as soon as possible. So there's one player that I'm going for. I'm going to be going for one specific player in with my 30 tokens, and after that, I'm just going to be focusing on Bulls. But I'm happy with the players that I've got. There are some really, really good players you can get. And early on in the game, current cards, some of them are really, really good. I'm telling you that for a fact. So, anyway, now let's get on to it. So, there are different prices. Like, some of these, again, are going to be 30 tokens. Some of these are going to be 15 tokens. So, basically, what it is if there's an Amethyst player as the top card, it's going to cost 30 tokens, which is a little bit annoying. I would have thought maybe Amethyst were 30 tokens, and then Rubies would be, say, 15. No, if there's a Amethyst, you're going to be paying 30 tokens for gold. The tokens are so widely available this year that it's not even funny. You get like 2,000 tokens for completing, for getting to 500 when unlimited. Basically, yeah. So obviously the tokens are going to be huge. But if there's a Ruby card in the set, it's going to cost 20. There's a Sapphire card in the set, it's going to cost 15. And if, like the Hornets, where there's only Emerald cards, it's only going to cost you 10 tokens. Just like, say, the Knicks, who only have an Emerald card. And then, obviously, you can see there's Kevin Durant. So, basically, there is one team, actually. Who's the team that's 5 tokens? Which means they're all golds. There's a team with it's only 5 tokens. I think the Spurs are only 5 tokens. Yeah, so the Spurs and the Rockets, all golds and lower. So everyone's under 5 tokens, which is kind of mental. But so these are players you should get. As far as the lower, like really low token cards go, I haven't really used too many of them. The only players that I would have said for like 2 tokens that I've even thought are okay, like Duncan Robinson is okay. Like, he's fine. And then PJ Tucker is pretty good. So PJ Tucker has got an 83 ball. Defensively, he's going to be okay. He's quite undersized out power forward, but if you're playing offline, he's fine. The same with Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson is super slow, like super slow for a guard. But like, he will shoot the ball pretty well. And then PJ Tucker's release is pretty chic as well. Same with Duncan Robinson. So again, for 2 tokens, you're not really going to want to spend 2 tokens on any players, though, really, are you? I don't think anyone's going to be that annoyed if the player that they get for 2 tokens isn't the greatest player in the world. But again, Duncan Robinson, he does have hot zones, which not a lot of players have, but he does have a really nice release. And that's one of the things Duncan Robinson is, that his release is actually one of the best releases in the game in terms of just pure catch and shoot. It's one of the easiest ones to time. Does have some weird load up, but like so many releases this year have a load up. So it's just kind of, that's not even that much of a turn off anymore because a lot of cards do. Tucker, super good release. Like, Tucker's a better shooter. The issue is with Tucker, he's got 3 cold zones. Like, but cold zones don't really matter when it's green or miss. Anyway, I don't think cold zones are the end of the world, because if you time correct, you're gonna green anyway. And cold zones used to only really matter for hitting whites. And like, I've played this game for a day, I've never seen a white go in online. So those 2 are the guys that I would say are probably the best as far as the 2 token markets go. Tucker is probably the best, just for offline, because how chic that release is. Really freaking good. But when we're going for the higher up players, it all depends on what position you need. So if you guys, the 2 best in my opinion are LeBron and Giannis. Like, they don't even have good stats. I keep forgetting, like, I can show you guys through this. So LeBron doesn't have the greatest stats, but the thing is, his stats are just good enough that he can do everything okay. 74 is a high enough 3-point range you can green. His release is pretty easy to green. He's got a decent ball handle. His defense is solid. His steal and block aren't great, but he's still got that huge player build. Good speed at this stage of the game, a good lot of quickness. Like, LeBron has no weaknesses. As well as that, he comes with, like, Silver Bully. He's going to run through people. He comes with Silver leads his leads. He's also got Dimer, Floor General, Vice Grip. He's got some, like, very, very nice badges. Like, this is an all-around beast of a card. Ooh, actually, he can't play power forward. Yeah, so I'm not going to use LeBron. because my small forward position is already sorted as of right now. It is completely sorted as of right now because I got, what's his name? I got Dominique, and also this guy I think is probably the best value. It's Kawhi Leonard. So Kawhi Leonard for me is the best lock in the game. Kawhi gives you a little bit more than what LeBron gives you on the floor, and he's also 10 tokens less. So you have to pay 20 tokens for Kawhi, making him one of the best value token cards in the game. So again, he's got Menace on gold. He also comes with Silver Clamp, Silver Interceptor, Silver Glove. He still gets the Kawhi Leonard defensive animations, which are crazy. He's also got an 88 mid-range, 81 3-ball with a really nice release, 81 ball handle, solid. Look at those defensive stats. So 89 perimeter, 80 steal. He's got decent speed and 89 lateral quickness. So you might say that LeBron is better. I think Kawhi is easier to agree with. I think Kawhi gets better defensive animations. And for me, Kawhi is the best small forward that you guys can get in this. Like, forget Kevin Durant. Don't get Kevin Durant. Whatever you do, don't get Kevin Durant. His release is slow. Like, if you want a small forward from the token market, get LeBron James or get Kawhi Leonard. One or the other. Don't get Kevin Durant. I'm being dead serious on that. Trust me. Don't get Kevin Durant. Heck, pay your 20 tokens. Pay your tokens for freaking Paul George instead. If you want to get Kevin Durant, get Paul George instead. Paul George is like Kawhi light. He's like slower Kawhi, with probably a worse release. But if you're looking for point guards, there's probably two that I would go for. Like, one issue is that like LaMelo's a shooting guard. LaMelo is nice though. He's nice. He's only an emerald. Should he not be 10 tokens then if he's only an emerald? I don't know. But he's got 77 3, but he's one of the best releases in the game. His ball handle's good. His speed's all right. Is he 6'8"? He's 6'7", so we can get away with the two. LaMelo's pretty good. Like, LaMelo in general is pretty good. For 15, I would pay 10 for him. 15's a little bit steep for him. If you're wanting a power forward, Giannis is the only option. Telling you that. Like, he can green threes, but he's got a great ball handle. Regardless of his steal rating, he gets steals. He's got great defense. Got really, really good speed. Great lateral. I found him to be probably the best center to use in like TTO because he can kind of shoot. Because Giannis can kind of shoot. Like, again, he's got a mid-range shot of 75, so you can't leave him wide open from mid like you can a Gobert or Shaq. So for me, he's like the best TTO center in the game. I'm trying to think who else did I have that I bought. Trey Young's really nice because he comes with the Trey escape and the Trey fade, as well as I think he comes with pro dribble style. Look, Trey's going to be your scorer. Trey's one of the worst defenders in the game, period. Like 25, 46, 60, 26. He's one of the worst defenders in the game, period. Small player build, not the fastest. Bad lateral quickness. The only thing with Trey Young is he's got the Trey fade. Trey can cook. He sold me badly against Ty, but Trey can cook. I'm telling you, lads, Trey genuinely has the ability to cook anybody at any given time. So, Trey, really, really good. People are telling me about Franz Wagner. I haven't used Franz Wagner yet. People are telling me that this guy's just like ridiculous, but his stats look awful. But again, his stats were awful last year and people were like hyped on him. Kevin Durant, avoid. I mean, he's a power forward, so I might get him. He's just because I need a power forward. Like, I'm just kind of struggling with Xavier McDaniel a little bit because I can't really shoot with him. But like, he's just got a slow release and he's kind of weak. Kyrie's not a bad player for a Sapphire. He's going to cost you like he's an Amethyst though, so I probably would avoid him. But Kyrie's a nice card in the game. Again, he does come with 3 gold buys, which was more than a lot of Amethysts and Rubies like, so I kind of like him. Again, I would avoid Simmons at all costs. 53 3-ball is not awful, but he's just not good on defense. Surprisingly enough, he's just not good enough defensively to really use. He's a solo power forward, and he's going to cost you 30 tokens. If you're looking for point guards, I think there's only one, really, Stephen Curry. He's like a slight downgrade version on the amp to Steph Curry that is there in the game. He's definitely not as good, but he's not that big of a difference. I've used both of them. So, I think this Curry is easily one of the best value players in the game. One of the best guys you can get as a 30 token reward. Clay, avoid. Of Draymond, avoid. 67 3-ball. Wiggins is a good release with a 78 3-ball. Wiggins is not terrible. Wiggins is not actually terrible. Clay, avoid at all costs. That release is so bad this year. And he's also got like 60 speed. Clay is in the avoid at all costs category. Dame's not bad. Dame really is not bad. 83 3-ball, good driving dunk. The issue is he's got Trey Young level defense. Doesn't quite have the offensive output of a Trey Young. Timberwolves, I would get Gobert over Cat. Like, just Gobert with his just sizing game. And he's got 85 strength. Like, I've used the Diamond Gobert. I would say this Gobert is a not bad option. Suns, avoid Booker, avoid CP3. Spurs, considering these are 5 tokens, Keldon Johnson doesn't look terrible. Oh, he doesn't play defense at all. Jakob Poeltl's not good. Jabari Smith could be nice. I don't know what his release is. 73 3 ball's not terrible. No, he just sucks at everything. Shengo, not even good. Avoid Luka. Avoid Luka. LeBron's not bad. As far as Jazz go, Mitchell can't play. If Mitchell could play point guard, I would have gotten Mitchell in my squad, but Mitchell can't play point guard. Mitchell's really good, but he just can't play his best position. Ja, just get the starter card. Ja's good though, but just get the starter card. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So the guys that I would like heavily suggest to get are like Kawhi. If you need a point guard, Stephen Curry. If you need a point guard and you don't have 30 tokens, there's like Trey, but there's no other good point guards in the game on like for cheap tokens other than Steph Curry. Because like Kyrie Irving's not as good as either of those guys, but he's 30 tokens. A lot of good point guards are with really other good players. Luka can't play the point. LaMelo can't play the point. Mitchell can't play the point. So it's kind of a thing like that. Garland's not bad because Garland can kind of cook. Like, I wouldn't go out of my way to get Garland, but like 82 3 ball. He's got a really quick release. Isn't gonna play defense. He's gonna play like a Trey Young. So if you just need your point guard to score, Garland's not the worst option in the world. I don't think Lonzo can play point guard. Yeah, Lonzo can't play point guard. And like, I actually would see, there's so many cards like Lonzo and LaMelo. If these guys play point guard, I would suggest them. They just can't play their actual position. So that's kind of one of the issues with that. So I would say Giannis is probably the number, or Kawhi is the number 1. Giannis for me is number 2. Number 3, if you need a backup small forward, get LeBron. LeBron's really, really good. Trey Young, if you're good with Trey Young, is good. And then the likes of, if you're going for the cheap ones, PJ Tucker is the best cheap one. Shout out to HTB for actually posting about that. I would not have thought of getting him. PJ Tucker is like legit. So anyway, yeah, that is the video, lads. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And also, lads, we are so close to 299k. If we could hit that by the end of the day, that'll be insane. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.